A heartily good morning to you, grade 5Es. This morning we're going to do social science, history, term 2. My name is Rosie Miller and I represent VTA school in Vanderbijl Park. History term 2 has 2 units for now. We're going to do the unit 1, the first farmers in South Africa. Unit 2, homesteads. Attitudes to land. Khoisan people believed that land is like air or rain. It is part of nature and people could not own it. Farmers' attitudes? They believed that we lived in one place for many years, made fields and built houses, had special places to make tools and weapons. People shared the grazing land. The farmers meet the Khoisan. When the farmers arrived, they moved onto the land of the hunter-gatherers and the Khoi herders. This was enough land for everyone, and the farmers wanted everyone to be friends with the different groups. Unit 2, we're going to do homesteads. It is a place where a family lived. It could be small or large, depending on how much family members there were. Homesteads included a kraal, huts, grain and food stores. A village was a group of homesteads. Big villages were areas that had resources such as wood, water, fertile soil, building stones and iron. The most important crop was sorghum and millet, which were grain crops like wheat, maize and rice. The women and the girls planted, weeded and harvested crops. They used a hoe to dig out weeds and grinding stones to grind the grain into flour. Grain stores. Each hut had a grain store. Women made a hole to get the grain. Then they covered the hole with mud and dung to prevent insects and rats from going in. Animals? Farmers kept cattle, sheep and goats. We call these animals livestock. Cattle were the most important animals and stayed at night in the kraals to keep them safe from the wild animals. In the daytime, the boys and men took the animals to the grazing land. The roles of women and girls. They had to behave in a certain way. Girls learnt about their roles from the older women. Women prepare the girls for initiation ceremonies and marriages. The roles of men and boys. Men and boys looked after the animals. Men decided which animals to kill for food, skinned them, made leather clothes and shoes. The men did the heavy building, such as making huts and stone walls, and hunted wild animals. The men were in charge of the initiation ceremonies, and they were the leaders. They also made all the important decisions in the village. The role of chiefs. The chief was the leader of a group of homesteads. The homesteads had a common male ancestor, and this group was called a clan. A group of clans formed the chiefdom. The chief was the richest person. The members of the chiefdom gave the chief grain and animals, and these gifts were called tributes. People worked in the fields for the chiefs, and this was a way of paying tribute. The chief shared food that he stored with the village when harvests were poor. Some roles of the chief: he made judgments and punished people. He led ceremonies, helped solve family problems, decides if people should go to war, gave poor people land and animals. Grade 5, we have come to the end of Unit 1 and 2 for this term for history. We will carry on next week. Unit 2 is to be continued because it is a very long unit and the last unit for term 2 for history. Be blessed and enjoy. Hope you learned something with the session. Speak to you soon.